This is Sernik Krakowski, one of Poland's most classic cheesecakes. It's rich and creamy on the inside with sweet raisins and a buttery pastry crust and lattice top. But the best part is what happens when you cut into that beautiful top and reveal the creamy center. Let's make this traditional Polish cheesecake from scratch. We'll start with the pastry. For the dough, you need flour, powdered sugar, a pinch of salt, and butter. This dough is buttery, lightly sweet, and firm enough to create the beautiful lattice pattern on top. Combine the ingredients and mix until the dough comes together. You want a smooth dough that holds together without being too sticky. Add 1 egg and mix everything together. It won't take long, literally 2 minutes. It is important not to mix the ingredients for too long so that the heat from your hands doesn't start melting the butter. Otherwise, the dough will become sticky. Once the dough is ready, wrap it in plastic wrap and place it in the refrigerator for about an hour. And don't worry if the top doesn't look perfect yet. We're going to turn this simple dough into the signature pattern that makes Sernik Krakowski so recognizable. Cut off 2/3 of the dough and put the rest back in the refrigerator. We will use it at the end. You need to roll out the dough to fit the mold. You can use any mold or baking sheet. If you are using a mold like mine, I like to neaten up the edges of the dough inside to make it look nice. You also need to prick the dough a little so it doesn't puff up during baking. Bake for 15-20 minutes until a light golden crust forms. Do not overbake. Remember that we will be baking it again with the filling. Now it's time for the most important part, the cheesecake filling. I put the cottage cheese through a meat grinder. For Sernik Krakowski, the filling should be rich, creamy, and smooth, but still have enough structure to hold a beautiful slice. To start, separate 6 egg yolks. We'll use the whites later. I'll list all the ingredients in the description. Beat the butter and sugar with a mixer for a few minutes until the mixture lightens slightly. Then gradually add the egg yolks. Don't rush this step. We want to achieve a fluffy consistency, and each step makes the filling airier. Now add the cottage cheese in batches and mix thoroughly. If you don't have cottage cheese, you can substitute it with ricotta. Just make sure to squeeze out the excess liquid well and add an extra tablespoon of cornstarch. We also add mascarpone cheese. It gives the filling a delicate, buttery flavor. It might seem like I'm making a big deal out of the filling, but as I've said before, the filling is the most important part of a cheesecake. And if you do everything right, yours will turn out delicious. Add the cornstarch and stir again. The starch gives the cheesecake a delicate texture and helps it hold its shape. Now, let's beat the remaining 6 egg whites until they are foamy. There is no need to beat them to stiff peaks. It is better to underbeat them slightly than to overbeat them until they become too stiff. Add the beaten egg whites and mix everything well with a spatula. This is the texture we're looking for. Creamy enough to melt in your mouth, but firm enough to give us that perfect cheesecake slice. And now we add one of the classic ingredients in Krakowski cheesecake, raisins. They add little pockets of sweetness throughout the creamy filling. If you're not a fan of raisins, you can leave them out, but for a traditional Sernik Krakowski, I definitely recommend keeping them. Let's put everything together. Pour in the cheesecake filling and smooth the surface. It is best to spread the filling evenly over the entire pastry. And now we're ready for the part that gives this cheesecake its signature look. I'll show you 2 ways to roll out the dough, either on the countertop with a little flour or on parchment paper. Choose whichever you prefer. Roll out the remaining pastry and cut it into strips. Lay the strips across the cheesecake to create a classic lattice pattern. This simple lattice is one of the things that makes Sernik Krakowski instantly recognizable. Take your time with this part. It doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. The homemade look is part of the charm. Bake for 15 minutes at 356 degrees Fahrenheit, then lower the temperature to 315 degrees Fahrenheit and bake for another 45 minutes. Bake until a golden crust forms, then turn off the oven, leave the door slightly ajar, and let it cool for about 20 minutes. After baking, let the cheesecake cool completely and drizzle it with a glaze made by mixing 150 grams of powdered sugar and 2 tablespoons of hot milk. You can also add a little lemon juice. As it cools, the cheesecake becomes firmer and the flavors have time to come together. Once it's completely cool, we can finally cut into it. And this is the moment I've been waiting for. That creamy cheesecake, the sweet raisins, and that buttery pastry crust and beautiful lattice top. This is exactly what makes Sernik Krakowski so special. The cheesecake is rich and creamy, while the pastry adds a delicate buttery texture. It's not overly sweet, and the raisins add just the right amount of sweetness. It's the kind of dessert that's perfect with a cup of coffee or tea. If you enjoyed this recipe, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more homemade recipes. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next recipe.